Good afternoon, students. Welcome to the GST and Customs Act class. Today, under this in this class, we try to learn the administration under GST Act. How the administration will take place so as to effectively implement the GST legislations in India. Okay, because any act, the efficiency or effectiveness of the act completely depends upon its implementation part. Unless the legislation, any legislation for that matter, unless the legislation is implemented in a proper way, efficient way, and the manner for which the act was enacted by the central government or state government, the fruits, the benefits of the legislation could not be available to the common public or common man. Therefore, since the GST Act was a new act, major new legislation which was enacted after several deliberations, the India has been taking care of its effective implementation throughout India. So, as per this administration point of view, the total administration mechanism, the total administrative mechanism or total administrative setup of GST, total administrative setup of GST has been divided into two parts. Has been divided into two parts. The first part is the administrative mechanism under CGST and IGST. The administrative mechanism under CGST and IGST. This is the first part because in the GST there are two types of taxes which every taxpayer need to be paid. That is CGST and SGST. Therefore, the administration of CGST and administration of SGST, these two parts have been divided. So, administrative mechanism of CGST as well as IGST is looked after by the central government. The administration mechanism of the CGST and IGST is looked after by the central government. Okay, so the central government has been given the responsibility to implement the CGST Act and IGST Act throughout India. So the administrative setup of CGST again has been in the hands of two major parts or two major areas or two major uh, boards or departments. So one is Ministry of Finance. So Ministry of Finance, Government of India. The Ministry of Finance is the overall in charge or overall administrative hierarchy at the top of the administrative hierarchy of CGST and IGST. This is the Ministry of Finance, Government of India. So under the Ministry of Finance, Government of India, CBIC board, CBIC, that is Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs was formed by the Ministry of Finance as per the Central Board of Revenues Act 1969. As per this act, that is Central Board of Revenue Act 1969, this CBIC has been formed. This CBIC board is a part of Department of Revenue. Department of Revenue under Ministry of Finance. That means this CBIC will work under the Ministry of Finance and as a part of Department of Revenue, Government of India. Okay, this CBIC deals with the administration of CGST law. This CBIC deals with the administration of CGST law throughout country. Okay, in this board, it consists of 6 or 7 members and headed by chairman. In this board, 6 or 7 officers, 6 or 7 officers at national level will work in this board, and they are headed by the a chairman. A chairman will be there in the CBIC, and 6 or 7 members will work under the chairman of this CBIC. Okay, so these officers, these various officers who work in the CBIC, these officers who work in the CBIC are principal chief commissioners of CGST or principal directors general of CGST. He is the uh, topmost hierarchy person. That means he is the overall in charge of implementation or administration of CGST throughout country. The principal chief commissioners of CGST are principal directors general of CGST. Is the next second officer is the chief commissioners of CGST or directors general of CGST. Chief commissioners of CGST or directors general of CGST. He is another officer of CBIC board. Chief commissioners of CGST or directors general of CGST. Next, principals commissioners of CGST or principals additional director general of CGST. Principal commissioners of CGST or principal additional directors general of CGST. Okay. Next, fourth officer, commissioners of CGST or additional directors general of CGST. Commissioners of CGST or additional directors general of CGST. Next, fifth officer, additional commissioners of CGST or additional directors of CGST. Additional commissioners of CGST or additional directors of CGST. He is the fifth member of CBIC board. Next, sixth member is joint commissioners of CGST or joint directors of CGST. Joint commissioners of CGST or joint directors of CGST is the another officer. Next, deputy commissioners of CGST or deputy directors of CGST. Deputy commissioners of CGST or deputy directors of CGST is another important officer of CBIC. Next, assistant commissioners of CGST or assistant directors of CGST. Assistant commissioners of CGST or assistant directors of CGST. Okay, these are the various officers who work in the CBIC board, All these officers will work in the CBIC board. Suppose in case if there is any need, additional officers may be appointed for the purpose of this act. So for the purpose of proper administration of CGST, additional officers, if need arises, additional officers may also be appointed under this act for the purpose of proper implementation of this particular act. So like this, the CBIC, Ministry of Finance, and CBIC, Ministry of Finance is political head of the CGST Act, and under the guidance of Ministry of Finance, CBIC, Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, will look after the administrative matters of the CGST Act and the IGST Act. And this board, in this board, 6 or 7 officers are there. They are principals, commissioners of CGST, or chief commissioner of CGST, or additional commissioners of CGST, or deputy commissioners of CGST, or assistant commissioners of CGST. All these officers will be the members of this particular board. They may have the chairman headed. They may have chairman in the CBAC. CBAC is headed by a chairman apart from these various officers. Next, as per as the segmentation of administration under CGST is concerned, segmentation, the total country has been divided. Segmentation means a division. So the total country, it is very difficult to look after all the offices throughout country by a single person. It is very difficult. Therefore, the total country has been divided into various segments. The total administrative setup has been divided into various segments. This is the segmentation process. This is the segmentation of administration under CGST. That means the total country has been divided into various zones. So the total country has been divided into various zones. So these zones are headed by principal chief commissioners or chief commissioners. Okay, all the head of the zone will be principal chief commissioner or chief commissioners. So in India, there may be several zones. There may be several zones which are headed by the principal chief commissioners or chief commissioners. Okay. Next, again in the zone again subdivided into commissionerates. Zones again subdivided into commissionerates. These commissionerate offices are headed by principal commissioners or commissioners. The commissionerates are headed by principal commissioners or commissioners. That means zones have been subdivided into commissionerates. Okay. Again, these commissionerates are subdivided into divisions. In each commissionerate, there may be different divisions. Okay. These divisions, the head of the division is deputy commissioners or assistant commissioners. Maybe depends upon the situation. The divisions are headed. The head of the division is deputy commissioner or assistant commissioner. The assistant commissioner or deputy commissioner will head that division. And again, this division again is divided into divisions are again divided into ranges. Divisions are subdivided into ranges. That means in each division there may be different ranges. These ranges are headed by various officers. Officers appointed by the commissioner or principal commissioner. Okay, like this, for the purpose of easy administration, for the purpose of responding, for the purpose of proper administration of CGST Act, for the purpose of easy administration of issues and problems confronted while implementing the CGST Act, the total country has been divided into different zones, and these zones are again divided into different commissionerates, and commissionerates again divided into divisions, and divisions again divided into ranges. That means range is the smallest part of the CGST administration setup. So several ranges combinedly are known as divisions, and several divisions are jointly known as commissionerates. Different commissionerates jointly known as zone. Various zones in India, there are several zones. There are several zones that are working for the effective administration, of CGST or IGST. Because CGST and IGST, both laws, both legislations are enacted. Both legislations are enacted by the central government. Therefore, the central government has set up. Central government has set up these various offices to ease the administration of CGST Act and IGST Act. Okay, so this is first part. This is first part. As in the GST, there are central government part and state government part. The central government part is this one. Central government deals with the CGST and IGST. So the Ministry of Finance of central government and CBIC with several officers and zones, commissionerates, divisions, ranges, all these things will look after the implementation of the CGST and IGST. This is one part. Next, second part is the administrative setup of the state government or SGST acts or UTGST acts. GST Act or UTGST Act, because every state is having its own state GST acts, because in the GST structure itself, in the Indian GST structure, we have two category of two categories of taxes are simultaneously levied and collected both by the central government and the state government. Okay, the central government will levy and collect this CGST, and the state government will levy and collect the SGST. And accordingly, the UTGST also is levied by the concerned union territory government. Therefore, these two parts. So, first part is this one. First part is the central government, finance ministry, CBIC, so zones, commissionerates, divisions, ranges. This is the administrative setup of central government. Next, second part is the administrative setup under SGST or UTGST. SGST or UTGST. Administrative setup under SGST or UTGST. Because in each and every state has its own state GST. For example, for Andhra Pradesh Goods and Service Tax Act was enacted by the Andhra Pradesh government. And for Tamil Nadu Tamil Nadu State Goods and Services Tax Act was enacted by the Tamil Nadu government. And Karnataka State Goods and Service Tax Act was enacted by the state government. And Kerala. Like that, every state is having its own state goods and service tax legislation. Because according to that law only, according to the state legislation only, they are levying the state GST on each and every transaction of supply of goods or services. Because we have already learned that without empowerment of law, without law empowerment, no government will levy and collect a single rupee of tax from the public. If you want to collect a single rupee from the public by a tax, you should have an act. According to that act only, you can levy tax on the public and collect that tax. If you do not enact legislation, if any, whether it is state government or central government, without law or without legislation, no government will collect, or no government is empowered to levy and collect any tax from the public. Even a single rupee, forget about whether not hundreds or thousands, even a single rupee, if you want to levy a single rupee as a tax, it should be backed, it should be supported by the law, concerned law. Therefore, the administrative setup of state governments or union territory governments, because state governments are also levying SGST, they are also collecting SGST as per their respective state legislation. Therefore, they they have designed the administrative setup so as to look after, or so as to implement properly the administration of the SGST Act of that particular state. The administrative setup, that are the issues, because the issues of various states may be different. Every state has its own problems. The situation of implementation of SGST Act may be having different problems. Andhra Pradesh may have different problems or different issues while implementing the SGST, and Karnataka may have its different issues. The Telangana may have its different issues. Because after all, administration, what is the purpose of administration of any act or legislation is to look after the problems confronted or arise out of the implementation of that particular act. So unless the act is implemented, you cannot see, or you cannot come across the problems. Only at the level of implementation only you will receive several problems, or you will receive the several issues, you will receive several suggestions from the concerned parties or affected parties. So all these issues are properly addressed. All these issues are properly addressed by the concerned state governments. And these issues, independently, the state government may not have independent powers to solve these problems confronted with the GST. But these problems may be uh, put forth or represented to the GST Council through central government. Whatever the problems faced by the suppliers of that particular state, these problems may be uh, uh, given, or these problems may be represented to the GST Council, because GST Council is the ultimate authority who has to take decisions relating to the policy matters of implementation of GST. Therefore, the concerned state government, every state government has set up a separate administration for proper implementation of their state GST acts. Okay, so as far as this second part is concerned, the administration of the SGST will function under the Ministry of Finance of that particular state. So the central CGST will function at the Ministry of Finance of central government. In the same manner, the SGST will function under the Ministry of Finance of concerned state government. That means in the Andhra Pradesh state GST will function under the Ministry of Finance, or under the Ministry of Finance of Government of Andhra Pradesh. So the political head of the SGST implementation is Ministry of Finance. So there are following officers under SGST Act. So the Ministry of Finance will also appoint several officers to look after to look after the implementation part of the concerned State Goods and Service Tax Act, as it was done in case of CGST Act. For the purpose of implementation of CGST and IGST, the central government has appointed several officers. No? So principal secretary, principal commissioner of CGST, chief commissioner of CGST, special commissioner of CGST, additional commissioner of CGST, deputy commissioners of CGST, assistant commissioner of, like that. So in the same manner, the state governments also has appointed several officers under the Ministry of Finance. So they are known as the various officers. That there's a classes of officers under the SGST Act. In each and every state, as a part of the administration of the SGST Act, as a part of the administration of the SGST Act, these officers will work. These officers will work to solve the problems or to look after. These officers will look after the functioning of the SGST provisions, SGST regulations, to what extent the suppliers have been following the provisions made under the SGST Act or UTGST Act. Okay, so under these officers, the various designations has been given under SGST Act. There is a principal or chief commissioners of SGST Act. Principal commissioner of SGST or chief commissioner of SGST. He is the topmost person as far as the SGST Act is concerned. Next officer is special commissioners of SGST. Special commissioners of SGST is another officer under the who look after the SGST. Next, additional commissioners of SGST. Additional commissioners of SGST is another designated officers. Next, deputy commissioners of SGST. Deputy commissioners of SGST is another officer. Next, joint commissioners of SGST. Joint commissioners of SGST is another officer. Next, assistant commissioners of SGST. Assistant commissioners of SGST is another officer. And apart from these 6 officers, there may be other officers, there may be other additional officers appointed by the concerned state government based on the need. That means if there is any need to appoint another officers to look after the functioning or to look after the administration of this SGST, they may other special officers may also be appointed by the concerned state governments for the purpose of this act. Okay, like this, the total administration setup has been divided into 2 parts. So as far as this state government is concerned, the commissioner shall have jurisdiction over the whole of the state. So the commissioner or chief commissioner or principal commissioner is the in charge of whole state. He is in charge of the implementation of SGST Act throughout the state. Then the other officers means the deputy commissioners or special commissioners or assistant commissioners or additional commissioners, all other commissioners shall have jurisdiction over the whole of the state or over such areas as the commissioner may by notification specify. So the other officers may have the jurisdiction of whole state or a specific area. So whatever the jurisdiction of the other officers, that will be notified by the commissioner only. The commissioner will notify the jurisdiction area of the other officers. That means other deputy commissioners or additional commissioners or assistant commissioners, special commissioners. Okay, so they will be notified by the other, uh, notified by the commissioner. So like this, in this way, the total administration relating to the GST, total administration relating to the GST in India has been categorized into two types of categories, two administrative setups. One setup is at the national level, another setup is at the state level, concerned state level. At the central level, the Ministry of Finance, at the central level, Ministry of Finance is the political head of the implementation of the CGST and IGST. Under the Ministry of Finance, CBIC will look after total complete administration matters, that is Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs. Under this board is headed by a chairman, and 6 or 7 officers are there in the CBIC board. And the total country, as per the segmentation of the administration of the GST is concerned, total country has been divided into various zones, various zones, various zones again subdivided into commissionerates, zones again divided into commissionerates, commissionerates again divided into the divisions, commissionerates again divided into divisions, and the divisions again divided into ranges. Divisions again subdivided into ranges. So like this, the total administrative setup has been framed at the national level so as to implement the properly the CGST and IGST. In the same manner, in the second part of the administrative setup, so as to implement properly the state GST and UT GST, state GST or UT GST at state level or UT union territory level, at state level or union territory level, the administration setup also made by the concerned state governments. So the state Ministry of Finance of the concerned state government is a political head or political head which look after the total administration setup of the implementation of the SGST Act of that particular state or UTGST of that particular union territory. So in the state also there are 6 or 7 officers who look after the implementation of the SGST Act or UTGST Act in their concerned state or in their concerned union territory. Okay, the commissioner or principal commissioner is in charge of total state, and the other officers, that is the deputy commissioners or additional commissioners or special commissioners or assistant commissioners, all these commissioners may have either a total state jurisdiction or may have a regional jurisdiction. It all depends upon the decision taken by the commissioner. The commissioner will give notification in which he will decide the jurisdiction of the other officers. That is, other officers means the deputy commissioners or the assistant commissioners or additional commissioners, whoever they may be. So like this, the uh, for the proper implementation of the GST legislation to receive the issues at ground level, this administrative setup has been made at the central level and the state level. Because of this proper administrative setup only, the ground level problems, whatever the problems that are arising to various concerned parties, all these issues or problems are taken up, are being forwarded to the GST Council, and accordingly in the GST Council, the GST Council will take a proper policy decision so as to implement throughout India uniformly the issues relating to the GST. Okay, so this is all about the administrative setup or administration of GST under GST Act. Okay, so thank you very much for joining the class. Okay, uh, uh, those who have joined and జాయిన్ అయిన వాళ్ళ నెంబర్ పోస్ట్ చేసి ఎగ్జిట్ అయిపోండి.